Hello everyone, well again, welcome to the live stream. Today we're going to be finishing up Thomas's DCC decoder fitting. Now if you'll notice the wires everywhere, well Thomas is getting his decoder finally fitted. Well, sort of. His decoder is in here. I haven't opened this yet. But this is a Digitrax decoder that I'm going to install in Thomas pretty soon. I'm not going to install it right now because I already have installed the decoder. Well, the decoder part is inside 3123 as planned. Now, what I'm going to be doing today is I've done most of the wiring myself. I've wired up Thomas. I've hardwired the circuits that need to be wired. So this stream is all about mainly doing the minor adjustments that we need to do. And hey, SP, how's surgery gone? If you can say, I'm a very good situation. We're going to skip back to doing Thomas's decoder. I have to strip the wire. This is the first ever time I've installed a DCC decoder, like hardwiring. It's quite easy. I followed a diagram, which a very nice British British blogger or British person left on one of the forums. So I'm just going to wrap that around. You can't see it, but that is going around. I'm going to insulate that, and then likely we'll be... Well, it's not too bad, SP. Getting your wisdom teeth removed is part of life. And you know what? You'll just feel a little loopy after a while. That's all. You'll feel a little loopy. You'll maybe feel like a drunk train on steroids or something like that. But just still. His decoder is fitted on with 1 year. And I'm going to put it on Instagram and every... Get this knife. I got the Digitrax decoder, which is going to go inside him. In the future, he will get a TCS DC decoder, DCC, but multi-purpose decoder. And the parts are kind of scattered, but his motor's hard wiring is all done. Because you have to only do 4 wires on this one because it has no lights. In the future, I will put more lights on. I will be putting like lights and stuff. But at the time, yeah, I know Hornby doesn't make Thomas anymore. It was stupid. That's a stupid, unethical reason because it's changing toy safety trends. They just don't want to pay for the license because the license is so expensive. But these motors are very easy because they're just Hornby motors, which have been... They were retooled, and I'm just going to put that tape right there. And I melted the plastic a tad bit, but it will not... Thankfully, it doesn't affect anything in the motor. But I am not going to install the decoder because it's just going to be a plug-in decoder. Because that's all I have it currently fitted to a DCC booster chip. A DC booster. Which is what that does is it basically connects the signal to the... It gives that train a DCC signal in the DCC port. In the quick play port. And we're going to put them back together at the moment. Because I've done all the hard wiring and everything off camera because that was quite tricky to do that, unfortunately. It's not very easy to decode an engine that you've never used. As long as we hear him spinning, it's going to be a good... I think it'll be a good day. I don't think he's got power to the track. Short circuit. Dang it. It's this one right here, which is the issue. And that's to decode the gray wire. I'll even relook up the picture. Or relook up the picture real quick. Yeah, I checked everything. It's completely... So we just have to make... Or I might just, I do know what they mean. It's a little instruction manual. Yeah, it's in there right. So his negative motor isn't working. But his motor is working. I mean, this is what I want to spend tonight doing, is getting him going. So we can test him tomorrow. The decoder is not installed at the moment. Ah, the track shocked me real quick. It's on. So we're just gonna make sure those tape it down. But if I do put leads to the well, I'm going to try putting Thomas's little brass. Because the wheels are insulated, but this might need more power to it. You can run these without their without the insulated part. Oh snap, I just noticed something. The motor lead just went. So we're just going to move Thomas aside. I've got a soldering gun on me at the moment, so we're going to heat that up real quick, and we're just going to get it in there. I'm just focused. The more it's warm. So this is going to go for about maybe a... But once he's fitted, and when he's running forward and backwards in DC, he'll be ready for DCC. Or basically what I'm doing is I'm preparing his decoder, and I'm going to install the decoder likely tomorrow or so, because I need to settle all this up and settle up right. So it takes some time. Even telling me I have to heating up that piece. This is patience. I gotta get that so I can get that motor lead down, because that's not in all the way. He'll be back together in a little bit, maybe about 30 minutes from now. Not hot enough at the moment, but once I do, I'll melt that right in. And it'll just sink right in and boop! I'm heating up the Yes. I kind of hold it like that, but I have to pay attention to this. Because if so, we're just heating that up. Should get nice and smoky. But we're not gonna... Okay, that should be... There we go. It's in there at the moment. I'm going to put this against a very stable surface away from anything that's flammable. I'm going to put it right there. It's on not on any. So now we have to put Thomas back together and get him using some sheets and food. But Thomas is getting ready for DCC conversion. He's very eager to get his work done, and he's very patient with it. He's not even. He's currently, his shell is back there. He's parked. He's not. This is just. I'm going to roll the chassis back up on the track. And we're going to test. And, oh. Oh, yes. I think we've done it. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've got Thomas ready to go. Just going to have to put him back together real quick. Oh. Thomas is being very good. He's behaving quite nicely during this. I put him out, don't worry, he's out cold. Oh yeah. It's just about. Come on. Ha! It's not insulated. Yep, that's going to cause a short unless. That's the problem. That's why I removed that part of him first. So I'm going to just take some black electric tape. The procedure for doing this, if you have the time, takes about maybe an hour. The club was very nice. They said, just be careful doing it. And I said, I will be very careful. I know how to do this. Because I usually have a magnifier and everything. Because I've worked on circuit boards and everything. I saw their like controls to circuit boards for RC stuff. But I never really go into that stuff. Yeah. So what the electric tape is going to do is it's just going to stop that. LOL. Thomas is moving under his own. Oh yes. I think we got him. And then we'll just organize all these wires and then we'll fit him later. Because at the moment this is just getting him fitted and ready to go for the coders. There's first a... He was... So yeah, just kind of experiment for a little bit. Valentine's Day was nice. Gave my sweetheart a gift. That's... The motor's all been wired up because I didn't want to record myself soldering it because it was a very... Because when I solder him, and I'm doing soldering work on him, I'm getting very patient. So I'm just going to try this because that is the second way insulated side. This is all trial and error. This is not going to... As long as Thomas is moving forwards and backwards by the time on standardized DC mode. Yes. I'm going to open up my fan mail address eventually. I'm going to have some fan mail after I do the county test run video. It's fitting in there pretty good. It's snug. Kind of snug. Something's not right. I gotta continue just... So this has to actually... Oh, I just didn't take the tape off. That was one thing. That would help. Yes, Golden Spike. We are doing it. We are officially putting Thomas on DCC. Well, not technically. We're not putting him on DCC in the video. I'm going to do that off camera. What I'm going to do is I have a DC booster chip in him at the moment. There's a DC booster chip. What that does, it's basically what goes in the ready-to-run engines. That's the way they can fit on. They have a quick pin. So what that does is it allows for the engine to run. I'm just going to reconfigure that. I can always get new contacts. They're not extremely expensive. They are a little costly. They cost like $2. Extremely expensive. We're just going to move all the wires out of the way. Just went. Well, that actually is sound of progress. So what I am going to do is I'm going to remove this again. We're prepared, Thomas. He hasn't got a screw in him at the moment, so there's no gears touching him. Click, click, clack, all the wheels on the track. Roll along now, don't look back. Yeah, it's 57 degrees out. Where the heck is that screw? We're just going to test. Shockingly, now Thomas can do 20, which is very good, because that booster chip is doing a lot to help the insides. So then we're going to just configure the wires, because you've just seen Thomas on the floor, on the ground. And I'm going to keep all that, because this can be converted. No, Thomas, we can't have you moving. I'm just going to use my standard modeling screwdriver. I mean, I'm injured. Something's wrong. Hang on. It's a little finicky, but some of the wires are on the track. They're not buckled. As soon as these wires touch the track, they kind of... So I'm just going to pick them. So one sec, I'm not going to... I think we've done it. Now we're just going to fold the wires in at the moment, and we're just going to wrap those in electric tape so they're away from anything. Real good. Good. I got some grass. I got an Atlas set. I'll show you in a few minutes probably. I'm going to cover these leads first, and then because I'm an engineering student, I know what soldering is. I know how to solder and everything. Because Thomas likely will, whenever I'm able to, because I have other things I have to do at the moment. I have to get my permit and everything. I mean, my birthday was yesterday, and I thought these would come in yesterday. Nice. I see you guys are chatting with each other. It's like, oh, the host is in... I got actually sort of temporarily banned on a Facebook page on a model rail because I said something about a train for Barack that advertised Barack Obama. Now the story is, basically there was this guy who said, look who came to the station. And he had an Obama train. It was one of those Obama Hawthorne villages. And I said, oh, it's good to know there's a few liberal moderators out there, because there's not everyone any. Because a lot of them don't, like, post. And the other guy said, I'm not a liberal, but he said he thought it looked cool. I was like, no. I said, so we're just going to stick this in Thomas. And this should all fit together. And that's how it's going to fit the front of the fire. We're going to do some test fittings at the moment. I'm going to put this in a special little... I don't like homework. None of us do. Tell me. That chip is telling him where to go, and it gives him a little bit more freedom. So if I wanted to really just have him on DC, I can still run him on DC. So this is really a beneficial thing. I like doing stuff. You don't have school tomorrow. I have school. I got a test tomorrow. I got to go study after this. But I do have the decoder on me, actually, at the moment. It's just one of those simple Digitrax decoders I paid like $18 for. I mean, this is going to do a lot, though. In terms of operation, he will get his... Oh, you lucky. Well, I got school anyway, so it's like... Yeah, and like every single one of these, it's like, warning, this product contains chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer, birth defects, or other reproductive harm. But why would a pregnant woman be installing a DCC decoder? That doesn't make sense. And also, the ICP is freaking wrapped. You don't remove the wrapping on the PCB or the ICB, whatever it's called, the chip, the decoder. The decoder is wrapped. But still, it's a chip that's wrapped. The reason it's wrapped, well, I learned this on Hornby's website, is actually that it's wrapped so you can't destroy it with static electricity, because these are very easy to destroy, apparently. But I'm being very careful. In fact, when I install the decoder, I have gloves. You don't need it. Currently, just Thomas is at the moment. He needs to be put back together. You need to get all those wires in him. We need to put all these wires down in him. So we're going to get some tape. I stole this tape. I don't care. But still, like, they do that on everything. I get that some things are going to cause cancer, and that's not a funny thing. It is a... But you don't have to literally advertise every one of your goddamn products with a, this is going to cause harm, this is going to cause harm. What doesn't cause harm? Fruit? I'm going to do a test run. I actually have been speaking with the club, though, about this decoder. I'm going to show everyone on Instagram he's getting decoders. We're going to try to put it back almost... Well, I'm glad that made you laugh. So Thomas is going to try to get closed up with his brand new decoder. He's going to get it installed eventually. I did all the wiring off camera because you can store the this is currently I've got all that. Oh, what? Like what? I don't know. Sure. Sure. Yeah, everything's working out good. Yep. I'm going to tape these down. All the wires. With the exception of the wrapped one. They remove the terrible electrical. But Thomas has actually become modernized. They still run. He kind of derailed. He's got a little microchip in him now. That's. And I'm gonna probably just wrap this back. It's this. I have actually another decoder that I need to install. That's on another engine I need to order at the moment, and I still haven't ordered it. It's another BNSF diesel. But Thomas is working. It's really nice to see him going. I have some insane modifications for him in the future, like a firebox that actually like glows, and I have lamps that I want to install on him, and eventually British style. I want to add a sound chip to him. Maybe not a sound chip, because sound chips are a little dangerous. I've seen people do a lot. I know Cozy is going to be very impressed with me. I think he'll be like, wow, you actually did it. I'll be like, I'm not going to cut the wires on this because I want to use them in the future. I'm just going to replace the chip, and that's the chip that's plugged in. You just got to be a little careful. You made your non... You do that all the time. Just give them a cleaning. Sometimes they need just a bit of wheel cleaning and just a little bit of love, and they sort of life. I've wanted to do another stream like this for a while, and it's like I haven't been able to because I've been doing so much other stuff that kind of can't do. I can't show it at the moment. I will do a video at the club if I can go tomorrow. We go out with my mum, and we're gonna probably go down to the ocean. I'm gonna share this. I can't because I got banned from that stupid page. I hate the fact that I did. All because I said that there are some liberals out there who are model renderers. Treat people with respect for their beliefs, but just treat others honest and equal. That's what a liberal stands for. That's what I stand for, at least. Treat everyone right. Don't treat everyone mis... I know this is a lot of... I spent a little bit of time trying to figure out how to... I mean... Yep, okay, those wires are free again. Ugh. Go. Yeah, I know what your name is. Drew, you've explicitly told me your name was Drew. They quickly removed all the electrical equipment. The fittest. Methodically. Have to do some homework as well. Click, click, clack, all the wheels on the track. Roll along now. I don't want any of these wires to touch the motor. That's kind of why they're all there, and they're kind of all out of... They're going to be out of place for a while. electrical tape is meant to insulate. It's an insulator from our road. You need electric tape. He's gonna need to have his wires put a little bit right through there. You were little. You still are little, man. What are you laughing? I'm just covering it all up. Yeah, I can't get into this, but so then I can actually just think. Right. Yep. Kind of squish it in there. So that's going to have to be put there. Making those adjustments just so I can also make sure I can fit his decoder. I'm not going to fit it tonight because I want to keep him on DC at the moment, but tomorrow evening before I leave, I'm going to put a decoder and the decoder in him. Didn't you guys... Yeah, so that's going to... So, yeah, this might seem excessive, but it will... It's just the wires have expanded a tad bit. Oh, you guys have already met. It was likely another small railroader. I'm just going to... Every year in Jersey, we... Okay, I got a super scam call. But Thomas is actually back. So I'm just going to put the decoder, which... Holy cow, you can't even notice a single wire. I'm gonna take his face off, and yeah, that's where the decoder will go. But yeah. He's a little stuttering on the truck because it's dirty. Oh, look at that. Oh my god. Thomas is actually now fitted technically. Though I do need to cut that down to Thomas. Probably I will do some... Oh, Thomas has a little mark on him for a second. He had some electric tape mark. Yeah, but pretty much Thomas has been fitted because I wasn't going to do his fitting at the moment, but Thomas doesn't have his face. Ah! Don't worry. I'm going to put it back on. Thomas is now technically all wired up again. He's ready to go. You're in Missouri. I'm in Jersey. So let's give Thomas a run. Look at that. He crawls better now. He things derailing just doing because... So I'm just going to do it. He's reversing very... His motor's not accepting that the... But we did it! We fitted Thomas with a DCC decoder. Okay, I'm going to unplug that. Not that cool. But we actually did it, guys. We installed a... Well, technically we didn't install, but we did. I put all the wires in. I'm going to probably go back and do some refitting later. While Thomas is all wired up and ready to go for the Yoshi. All he needs is the decoder to be installed. All he has is a little booster in him now. But yeah, Thomas can now go pretty slow, and he looks great. Again, this took me maybe about an hour and a half to do. Very pleased with Thomas now with a decoder fitted in him. Well, it's not fitted in him, and I think that was all that powered him originally. The way this worked is the circuit worked pretty simple. You had the ground cable went here. You had the positive go there, and you had that connected to the positive connector. Simple. At the moment, I'm not going to put the decoder inside Thomas yet because I'm not sure if I'm going to be going out with him at the moment. And then in the future, we'll put a Digitrax decoder. Yippee! He's in a way, fitted. Well, he is fitted. Basically, I installed the plug. Pretty much, I installed the DC plug. The DCC DC plug. And that was pretty good. That's very good that we did that. Because now Thomas is fitted with a decoder. And he doesn't even need to be recorded. A lot of people on my Instagram were saying, oh, recorder's wheels. He didn't need to be recorded, so... So guys... Yes, I'm talking to you. I'm going out tomorrow. We're going to do this. With the fitting... Wait. Kevin Jenner Model Works? I'm going to be posting a picture with Thomas's top off without any of his parts in him. Probably after I do all the refitting and everything. I'm just doing this as just... This at the moment is what he's going to look like. He's got his motor works. He works beautifully. He works like probably the best. And it only took me some time. Took some patience. But the video will come soon. Probably Saturday. But Thomas is now going to be a very useful engine. You're going to Applebee's soon. Be careful, man. Valentine's Day is today. Today is Valentine's Day, and you don't want to watch. You want to watch out for all those extremely crowded places. But I am going to probably get Thomas's decoder fitted in him later today. Maybe later today I'll do it. I hated today. Why'd you hate today? Nothing smells. Nope, there's no smell coming out of Thomas. He's working fine. No burnt wire. You hate Valentine's Day. Oh, I love Valentine's Day. I gave my crush a box because I gave my crush a box of chocolates and some flowers. I love her. I love her to death. You just like Valentine's Day. Romance. But at the moment, we are good to go. I'm just going to keep the stream going, probably. Now that Thomas is fitted, and even 9-volt will work, he's got a lot of life in him again, because another thing I like is the booster chip also allows for that. It tells that motor to keep going. With standard retro stack control like that, pretty much, you basically have to use the variables are less. There are much more variables that have to be done in order to control speed. This doesn't. So, I do like chipped engines. If you can do this, do it. If you do Thomas, like the Walkman Thomas, it's a little trickier. Look up DCC Trains video how to do it, because I'm only doing DCC for Thomas just because I wanted to. And technically now he can run at the open house. He just needs to have his decoder put in. It's not in him. He's just running on standardized DC. But everything went out perfectly. It's all there. I like it. I didn't even have to tape anything. I thought I would just tape it in there, but no. So, yep.